we always like to end Audioface on a fun note, and what more fun way do we like to end Audioface than acknowledging that bands have been clearly listening to us? And so with this one, Sean, do you want to deliver this one? I think this will have a certain panache coming from you.
Coldplay are going to stop making music as a band in 2025. Praise the Lord, Jesus.
If I had a soundboard, I'd be playing like Fireworks and Stars and Stripes Forever, like da na 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 na.
I would drive to your place, go up, and just start like rocking back and forth in the back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him. Chris Martin especially needs to stop making music. Like, just go away.
So on BBC Radio 2, a couple weeks ago, Chris Martin announced to Joe Wiley on the Christmas show that our last proper record will come out in 2025, and after that, I think we will only tour. And maybe we'll do some collaborative things, but the Coldplay catalog, as it were, finishes then.
Should have finished after Viva La Vida, Death and All His Friends deluxe version, and just called it a day.
Yeah, I even would have said like a Fistful of Daydreams or whatever was the super color. I mean, everything Coldplay's color ones, but like that one, not a great one to end on, but that would have been like a time to like a time to park the car on the side of the road and abandon it.
Exactly. But instead, they insist on putting oil canister. Like they have to put oil canister every 3 miles because the shit's leaking so bad.
They're like,
you just have your passenger seat's just full of Mobil 1 cartons all in there.
Synthetic and a classic, why not? Sure.
I don't know what this does, but you just like mix it up, mix it both. God. Don't do that. Please, God, don't do that.
Coolant or radiator? Whatever. Anyways, so thank you BBC for doing all that journalism is good for and just rounding up reactions on social media and saying that Coldplay fans have been reacting to mixed news on Reddit. One fan noting, quote, "I haven't enjoyed any of their stuff past the 4th album Vida La Vida, but what a career they've had. I definitely feel they've made their mark on music in a positive way." Another fan suggested they'll be back in 2030 for more money with a new drummer or guitarist, just like all the great bands before them.
Yes.
You savages listen to Audioface.
Yes. Look at the picture, like the still of Chris Martin. He has no soul left in his eyes. Damn. Gwyneth Paltrow takes a lot on a male, I get it.
Martin says his fans will be on kinetic flooring, and when they move, they power the concert. Basically, he's describing the eco-friendly focus that Coldplay's concerts are now going to be having, because maybe from now until 2025 and then 2025 and beyond, Coldplay will still be touring. So that should certainly be interesting to see. And overall, yeah, I do like the fact that we've been talking about Coldplay so much on this podcast about how they need to kind of just stop making music low-key. But because of and we have a Coldplay bonus episode, I believe 154 bonus or something like that people can go
somewhere
listen to.
There, yeah.
About how we went through Sean's discography about there are so many things that Coldplay, there's so many great songs that Coldplay played that are classics from their early era. And of course, we want bands to evolve. If Coldplay were only making classics from their era, then we would dislike Coldplay, but our story about them would be different. They were like never able to escape their old sound. Coldplay found that the thing they don't want to escape is mainstream pop sounds and chasing the viral moment musically. And that's what made them kind of suck as a band. It made it difficult. But Sean, I think, speaks for a lot of music fans out there and their disappointment with the band. But we have Audioface, so we can look at many other bands who are like Coldplay, better than Coldplay, worse than Coldplay. And actually, there's a whole bunch of... I have just some mid-1990s, 2000s nostalgia for some things. So some of the bonus episodes I want to do this year, LCD Sound System, for sure.
Please.
Yes.
The
Smashing Pumpkins.
Okay, I'm down. Yeah.
Those are the two that just came to mind because during my Audioface break, which is by the way, just for like members, awesome for us mentally because we can just listen to music that isn't new or that just came out whenever.
Thank
so
God.
I've
I
been
actually
going.
was listening to LCD Sound System randomly. Like
Yeah,
speaking of that,
I went into
listening to
some.
all of my friends and a couple others, and I'm like, God damn, they're so good.
I was listening to Get Innocuous and like a bunch of different remixes
Oh,
of it, and I was like, yeah, we need to do an episode of this.
yeah,
It'd
we
be so
really
worth
do.
it.
We need to talk about them. They are a very fascinating band.
Yeah, and I think we can also get
A lot
onto
of
a.
people in there.
I don't mind talking about this in a members context, but we can also get into a thing of. I want to see if we can, to help the show grow, get into pre-nostalgia, if that makes sense. So like, picking out things that are going to become like nostalgia bait before they become nostalgia bait. And so I think a Smashing Pumpkins episode, an LCD Sound System episode, like those will go up, and then it'll be around the same time where people will go, "Oh, hey, don't you like, hey, COVID, the super Florian variant or whatever is like coming through, and we're on our like 12th lockdown and shit sucks. Don't you want to go back to like a decade ago when we were just listening to Daft Punk is playing at my house and everything was much better."
Yeah.
Nancy Pelosi had just become speaker and we all had optimism. Just kidding. But never. And
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely want to talk about. I want to talk about This Is Happening. It's one of my favorite records of all time. So
oh
there's a
yeah.
lot of stuff like I want to do more bonuses of that of music that I've listened to for a long, long time. So
I want to do
think
the
that's
classics.
fair.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
that's
it's
what
fine
we
with me.
started doing the bonus episodes by doing is like
Yep.
indulging in ourselves and our own musical interests more, and then using our like music nerddom and using it to like teach people about and introduce people into new bands. And so I want to continue that this year for sure. Huh?
Have we done an M83 bonus episode?
I don't think so.
I think that's one we could definitely talk about too.
Definitely. And
There's a couple.
with a lot of these bonus episodes, members will be getting them first, and maybe I don't think we'll do exclusively because ultimately, what members help do is make as much content like free for everyone as possible.
Mhm.
So, we might make it like exclusive for a period of time and then release it publicly for everyone else. But members will enjoy that and get it first. And if you have feedback for our ideas for old bands you want us to go into, like if you want us to go back even further, we can. It's just harder with artists. Like we'd love to do like I was just listening to Jimi Hendrix, or we could do
I'd be down for
any of these other
Jimi
ones,
Hendrix
but like
experience. I'd be down for like an REM bonus. So I'd be down for a New Order bonus, Zeppelin, Beatles. There's a lot that we could do too. It's hard because some of them the discographies are extremely long. Others are a little bit easier because they have an end date. Like if you go to the Doors, it's when Jim Morrison dies. Yeah, cool, we can go then.
yeah,
Like you could do Joy Division. It's when Ian Curtis dies. Cool, we could go into that. So stuff like that.
exactly. I am looking forward to doing all those, and because I think once we figure out a system for making doing those episodes with like artists who are from a long time ago who have like huge ass discographies, being able to do that in an Audioface way where we can still dig into the discography but not do a 3 or 4 hour podcast.
Yeah,
all these
let's
times.
not do any more 3 hour podcasts except for when the Smile comes out and when there will be three. I'll allow 3 hour podcasts this year. You got your Coachella experience plus interviews. We got the Smile, and when Damon eventually gets bored and releases the Gorillaz X, Y, and Z Part 15, Song Machine 18, we could do a 3 hour episode. That's fine. And then of course the bonus, or of course the award show, but that doesn't count.
I mean, we're not including Arctic Monkeys. That's going to be
Wait, that's a 16-hour podcast. Whoops, sorry. Now we got 4. Never mind.
Yeah.